Hey, everybody, if you're dealing with these liberals saying that the power of the tariffs is supposed to rest with Congress, I'm not only going to completely destroy that argument, but I'm going to equip you with the information and the statutes to be able to do so. So the argument from liberals is that the Constitution says that tariffs are supposed to be imposed by Congress. And that's true.
Good job completely destroying the argument there. Step 1, concede the argument. Well, I guess my job here is done. No, there's more.
There's a very specific reason he used the word reciprocal, and that's because of the Reciprocal Tariff Act of 1934. And the purpose of this law is to give sole power to the President of the United States to impose reciprocal tariffs. That is the entire point of this law. And that is why Donald Trump, when imposing these tariffs, specifically stated them as reciprocal. But yeah, if you're dealing with a liberal who's like, Congress is supposed to control tariffs, introduce them to the Reciprocal Tariff Act of 1934. And then ask them, do they still have an argument?
Yes. Yes, I do. Because it doesn't matter what Trump calls the tariffs. He could call them the monarch butterfly tariffs, thinking that we can't remove them because the monarch butterfly is endangered. But that's not how it works. His tariffs have nothing to do with the Reciprocal Tariff Act. Do you know how I know? Because he told us. Here's the executive order pertaining to the reciprocal tariffs. Let's read it. Regulating imports with a reciprocal tariff to rectify trade practices that contribute to large and persistent annual United States goods trade deficit. And the very first paragraph of the executive order cites the laws that they think justify these tariffs. Emergencies Economic Powers Act, the National Emergencies Act, and the Trade Act of 1974. And if you remember from the last time I had to explain this to you, the International Emergency Economic Powers Act is the entire basis of the ruling from the 3-judge panel that ruled what Trump was doing was unconstitutional. Because if you cite a law to justify your actions, you have to make sure that the law applies. In this case, it does not. Trump said, this emergency exists, and I'm going to implement these tariffs to rectify it. The 3 judges appointed by Obama, Reagan, and Trump unanimously agreed that what Trump was doing does not apply to the law he cited to justify it. So, older millennial, the only way you're going to destroy an argument with your argument is if that liberal, like you, refuses to read.